Today I'm going to be doing the Death Knight land for the Alliance side. Same thing, just ends up in Stormwood at the end. Character name Dwarfo. Blue beard, black skin, 198 pounds.
A hero. That's what you once were. You stood boldly against the shadow and purchased another
You can skip through this cinematic if you like.
your life. But the evil you fought is not so easily banished. The victory you claimed, not so easily held. For now, the specter of death looms above the world yet again, and it has found new champions to bring about its final reign. Knights of darkness, wielding runes of death and destruction, bound by the will of the Lich King. This is the hour of their ascension. This is the hour of your dark rebirth.
It's my dark rebirth day. July 2nd. All life must stand, anger, cruelty, the Lich King. Okay, first off you get the quest from the Lich King. Tells you to report to this big ass blue guy. He pretty much gives you your first sword. Nothing else. This hood is conflicting with my Alright. So you're first gonna grab one of these swords from the rack. Many people get confused here. A little slow. Just right click the sword. I always have people ask me, what do I do now? Just click the sword. Not so hard. I actually spent an hour myself trying to figure out what to do. It was a little slow. Okay, talk to him again, continue, complete quest, you get your first sword and you get rune forging. Now you're gonna forge your rune. Motherfucker. Alright. Interface. I love the extra action bars, I don't know who wouldn't use them. What was I doing? Right. Rune forging right there in general. Pretty simple. I prefer Cinder Glacier. And bada bing bada boom. Emblazoned. Blazoned. Whatever it's called.
I will listen for now.
He will listen for now. That means he'll stop listening eventually. Let's see what we got here. I always take off auto attack because I have macros. Pointless. Alright, now it gives you this key. You gotta unlock this. Either right click it or I guess you could click on the key. I just right click the thing. And I'm fighting this night elf chick. Disappears for a minute, comes back with armor. Oh! That bitch wants to attack me. Now you just get up in her. Now, pretty simple technique, shit. Pretty simple fighting style. You're gonna use your Frost Fever. I'm sorry, your Icy Touch, which is gonna put on Frost Fever, this disease right here. And then your Blood Plague. I'm sorry, I feel like an idiot right now. You're gonna use your Icy Touch first, which is gonna put on this disease, Frost Fever. The disease, you could read that yourself. Then you're gonna use Plague Strike, which is going to deal damage and put on this disease. Then you're gonna strike away with your Blood Strike until you run out of runes for that. You're just gonna blast them away with Death Coil once that's done. pretty simple. It's, you know, disease, kill. You know, replant your diseases once that's done. You're going to get other abilities later on that's going to use 2 runes instead of 1. You see this one takes up a frost rune, this one takes up an unholy, this one a blood. You have 2 of each rune up here. They recharge very shortly. Go talk to Lich King. I almost stepped in that purple shit. This is Acarus, the Ebb and Hold. Has 2 floors. And it's also flying above the sky, so I don't recommend flying. This, I think, is the most pointless quest in the Death Knight land. You take this big ass blue eye and you go fly and you go do some kind of molestation to these buildings. Okay. Eyes in your control. All you're going to do is you're going to shroud. Right, okay. Now you're invisible, no one can see you. You're just a big black ball in the sky. This is going to summon ghouls to attack these guys as long as they're all in that field. And that's going to distract them because the ghouls will not kill them long enough for you to get in there and siphon this building of whatever you're analyzing it, apparently. Get back up there, do that 3 more times, different buildings. First it's this large building over here. You're gonna go over here to this the forge. Same idea, I don't even bother shrouding sometimes. Siphon the Acarus. Siphon of Acarus. Siphon that ish. Pop out. I love just popping ghouls on these citizens for no reason. Once this recharges. Panic. They all go into a field of panic and run away. Ah, yeah. Okay, now we gotta siphon this building right here. Very well guarded. I'm not gonna siphon that one yet. The chapel, also. Apparently there's 2 pats over here. Hate pats. Just hit him with that. Siphon that. I'm being hit hard. I might not live through this one. Oh, man. Okay, last place. Town Hall. You'll eventually be running around this entire place as a Death Knight. Not a giant eyeball in the sky. That stalks us. Yeah, it kinda does. I never understood why these people don't just like move out of here. I don't know about you, but if a giant thing in the sky just came over my town and started deploying ghouls and demons onto my land, I think I'd get the F out of there. Oh. You're being attacked. Okay, let me pop out of here. Back to LK. TLK the Lich King. Alright, now don't read that, just jump through this purple shit. Boom, you're on the bottom floor. Yeah, you are now on the bottom floor. Well, I am now on the bottom floor of the Acarus Ebb and Hold. See this guy, Thalanor, he's an important person. This bitch doesn't do anything. This guy is fucking creepy. These fellas, this guy is very important throughout, even when you leave this land. He is one of my favorite characters in all of this game. For Alliance, he is important. If you are Horde, you will come across Orbaz Bloodbane again later in the story. Called Tyra Deathweaver, I'm not too sure about him. I'm sure he comes up somewhere, but Thessarian, if you are alliance, you will run into him. He is more badass than Orbaz, which is why they put him on the alliance.
You need something.
Okay, now you're gonna go over to this guy, very important as well. Baron Rivendare, if you guys haven't recognized him. Final boss in Stratholme. There's his horse that no one could ever get, but they still farm it for hours.
His eyes are upon
Complete the
you.
quest, and you get this ability that when in Acarus, when in Acarus you can now run 75% faster. Because for whatever reason they don't, I don't know. Then you go over to this guy. He's one of the many trainers. I have a little bit of OCD, so if I want to learn, you just first of all take his quest and just complete it right there. I don't know what it does, but I really don't care. It's free XP. I will train because I am going to be a Frost Death Knight. I will not train by him. I'll go over to the Frost guy because I'm a little weird. But there are 3 trainers. Lord Thorval, which is the guy we just visited. This guy who's a lich. I cannot afford anything yet. Okay. It gives. And then across the way, there's an elf. I will teach you the ways of unholy. There she goes. Lady Elistra. She's kind of a bitch, but she's cool. She's got red glowing eyes instead of blue. Moving on.
Get on
Okay,
it.
Commander Thalnar. He has no importance whatsoever other than when you leave this land, he will sell you this mount that he is riding on. It's the Winged Steed of the Ebon Blade. Not worth the money. I think it's still the same price it used to be. The only reason people would buy it was because it followed through with whatever training you have. So if you had um, expert flying, it would fly 150, and then if you got artisan, of course it would fly 280, but now every mount does that, so it is completely worthless. If any of you were wondering, that, yes, is why it is very overpriced. If you want a griffin, get a griffin. When you could just so easily leave this land, you know, get to a high level, get the bronze drake. Much more simple. Okay, and then you just take these 3 quests and there you are. That is the first part of the Death Knight land. More in part 2. Farewell.